shows our commitment towards growth. We all have the potential to be creative. You become an innovator when you act on it. Here's your opportunity. Traklife.
What's up, y'all? You're tuned into a very special episode of Traklife Live. It's your girl, Lindsey Does It. As you can see, we don't have the regular players around me. Mark W., we miss you. He's not here right now. But since it's the holiday seasons and it's all about togetherness, we brought together the OG Traklife fam from the Layover Show, the very first Traklife show on Traklife Radio. Erv, go ahead and take it away. How do we start?
Yeah, so let's start this a little bit differently. Should we start with the shot first, Junior?
We're going off script.
Really quick?
We're totally going off script right
Really
now.
quick? I mean, all right, Mac.
Bye, Mac. Shout out to Mac.
Later.
Very integral part of Traklife. Layover Show.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well kick it out the way we used to. But the reason why I wanted to put this episode together is as we grow this Traklife brand and this community, the biggest question I get, like this week alone, I've had to share our origin story like 6 times to new people of the Traklife community. And I figured we put this episode together to share stories of those origins, and who better to tell these origin stories than the Layover Show. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited just because I'm ready to unpack everything that we've gone through for the first, I want to say, 7 years of Traklife and of the Layover Show. And this era of Traklife is really what laid the foundation of what Traklife is today, centered around music, community, and everything in between. So, I mean, being that Aaron wasn't a part of that era, he always observed, like since the beginning, he observed the Layover Show and Traklife from a distance. And I'll have him kind of speak on behalf of everyone else out there curious about our origins and answer any of his questions. And for anyone watching, we're just going to keep this episode really loose. We're just going to talk, let the if it turns into a therapy session for somebody, let it be. But throughout the day, as we were talking and kind of putting the show together, we were already exchanging stories and
Sharing photos.
There's like 7 years of memories to unpack here. But yeah, I mean, I'll have Aaron take it away and kind of just direct the conversation, because once conversation starts flowing, I know everyone has something to say, and it could be chaotic. So thank you to Aaron for moderating today.
I think for me, I came always a fan of the show because my homegirl Hazzle, I've known her since we were like middle school kids, and she told me about Traklife and the show that they were going to start. So instantly when I started hearing about this, and I became a fan and seeing what you guys were doing, I was like, man, I've always loved music, guest DJs and all this stuff. I was like, my homie's in this, I gotta watch, you know what I mean?
Blue Jay Lounge.
So Blue Jay, oh man.
Every week. Y'all had a crew name.
It's crazy.
An avid Blue Jay. Oh yeah, fuck it up, crew.
Hey, no cursing.
Oh my bad.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to the fuck it up crew.
But it's just such good times. But I think for me, my question is probably to Hazel. Just like, how did you get associated with Traklife, and how?
Hold on. Mark said can't hear Aaron's mic.
Oh,
Testing.
You gotta do that all over.
I thought we tested it. Here, let's trade.
Mic check, mic check.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
I think the big thing for me is just like I was a big fan of Traklife because of Hazzle and just seeing all the stuff that you guys were doing together. I was saying, how did the team? I mean, maybe this is also a question for Ervin, but how did the team come together and for this Layover show?
Oh, that's an Ervin.
I think
I came later. Like a year after.
I'll start. So we started with a team member named Ray Ray, who is no longer with us. He passed away due to cancer. So shout out to him and his family. And we miss him because a lot of the culture behind the Layover started with him. So not to sound like we're alcoholics or anything, but he was the one who always initiated the drinks. He always took us to the clubs after the show. But yeah, I mean, that's just someone who was an inspiration to us to just always kind of live to the fullest and just always have fun and, don't take every day for granted. But yeah, we started with him. Me and Dino actually started the technical side of the Layover Show, which was, we started Ayo Radio. Remember that? So that was just me kind of taking his mixing, put it on the internet. We hit up our relatives in the Philippines, like, hey, listen to this. Dino's mixing right now. It's like, oh, yeah, auntie. And then, cool, that made it, the technicality of it, a reality. And yeah, so then I think it was just me and Dino doing that for a while. And then everything changed once we opened the studio. So once we opened the studio, we're like, okay, this feels a little bit more real. I was dancing with Lindsey at the time on a dance crew called Beat Jerkies. And we're like, oh, Lindsey's good at speaking on the fly, and she's never done this before. So actually, none of us have really done this before. So it's like, let's just do this for fun. I brought her in. Deens was mixing. He brought in Jor-El and Mike Rock. And then at that point with Ray, we had a team, and we're like, all right, shoot, let's go live and see where this goes. And Janice, yes, Janice was there too. So Janice came with Ray Ray. They were close friends. But Janice, Ray Ray, and Linz kicked it off as personalities of the show. And I mean, we never addressed this, but chemistry was through the roof. You guys never met before with Janice. You, Ray Ray, Janice. And once you came in, it was family from the first episode. But I don't know, Deens, I feel like I don't want to miss anybody, but did I miss anything?
What should I add to that?
Yeah, I don't know. But because remember me and you, we had turntables in my room, but I was like, I'm not a DJ, so I don't want to DJ. But all right, let me just open the streamline for you to DJ on the internet and be what it is.
Started mixing.
Yeah.
Deens, how was it for you, just starting off mixing on there, never been on a live show? Mm-hmm. How was it for you?
It was cool because I know it was just extra practice for me because at the time we were already DJing anyways, different clubs and parties and all that. So it was just another way for me to get practice in, test out new records, test out new songs. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Was there any moments while you were DJing? What was that? What stuff that happened while you were DJing?
No, I mean a lot of times it's just it's more of when the show finally, when we were finally going on with the show, it was a lot of it was good because it was a good way to find out what new tracks were dope. From all the listeners and all that, we'd get they'd text us or people were listening or comments on any pics or on anything like that. They're like, "Yo, what song was that? That was dope." Keep that in mind. I'm gonna start using that and all that.
So you had songs banked in your head, okay, that's when I go on the show, I'm playing that one.
Yeah.
That's
I remember when Kehlani was just barely popping off, and then we started playing her. Yo, who is that? I was like, I don't know. I just found her on a record pool, and next thing you know, I was like, oh, who the fuck is Kehlani? She's blowing up, kind of thing. So
now look at Kehlani now. I think she got nominated for something recently. I forget.
I remember when we kept trying to get Kehlani on, and then we did get her producer, one of her producers, Jahan Sweet, right? Yeah, shout out Jahan.
we got
Yeah.
him, and then we got Nudes in too, her DJ.
Yes.
Remember she came in and did a set. But as far as like the DJs too on Layover Show, yeah, it started with me, and then we had Mike Rock, and then we had Joel. Joel, I've known him for forever. So we've DJed together. We're part of the same crew. And then from there, too, we brought in Nicky Boy. Okay. Nicky Boy, unfortunately, couldn't make it here today, but him, too, is an essential part of the Layover, too. And we met him through just all the DJing and all that. So.
Got it. Was there any like guests that you guys were surprised that you actually like got that actually came through that you're like, oh, dang, we got this?
Before we get to that,
Go ahead.
I know before we get to that, actually, I know I shared the story of how Lindsey came on, but Hazzle is actually responsible for half of the recruitment of Traklife. So, yeah.
Is that really? Question?
She brought in Mac. I'm blanking out now. But yeah, so I shared how Lindsey came on, Deens, Joel came on, and then Hazzle came on because she was like a celebrity at the time, and then so she was a guest. And actually, share your experience of you being a guest and what made you stay and all that.
Yeah, so I not a celebrity at all, but we had a fashion blog, Lipstick, Lace, and Lattes. Hey, shout out to the squad. And so I think our mutual friend, is it JoJo? Or I didn't really know JoJo, but my homegirl, Brittany Bella, she actually knew JoJo. And I think it was her, right, that reached out. I forget who reached out to who. But anyways, so we came on as a guest, and Janice and Linz interviewed us. And as soon as I got on the mic and just being like questioned about our blog, because it was really big at the time, like we had a group of 6 girls on the fashion blog, and it was really picking up steam. And so that's, I guess, how you guys like came across our blog. And we were just stoked. And then after getting on the mic, I just felt really comfortable like talking to you guys on the mic. And I felt like, I need to be here. I need to do like, I wanted to be a part of it in some way. So I remember coming on the show, like maybe not right away, just to like observe and be part of like to vibe and stuff like that. And then I kept asking her like, hey, like, so when am I gonna get on? And let me tell you, it was a rough road, man. It wasn't like, oh, I got on the mic and I knew what I was doing. Of course, with everything new, it takes like practice. And so once I like kicked the nerves out, like that's when I felt a little more comfortable co-hosting, when I think Janice had to step away for work reasons or things like that, personal stuff. And then I was with you and Mike Rock. So that was really a crazy era for sure.
Hazzle remembers it differently than me, because I was the one. I knew it. I knew you were gonna say it. We wanted you before you wanted us, honestly. Because yes, because we had a meeting. Me, Ervin, Janice, we were like, should we add another host? Because Ray already passed away, and we were like, we're missing maybe a third voice. And we didn't know if we should go with a guy or with a girl, and we had already interviewed you and Bella, and I was like, I really like Hazzle. She's really good, like candid on the mic. We should get her. So it was me. It was me. It was all me.
It was crazy because Ray just passed, almost as if like he sent us Hazzle on the team, you know what I mean? Because I remember when Ray passed, we didn't even know if we wanted to continue Traklife Radio or the Layover Show. We're like, I think, is this it? Like, when is it too soon to get on the air where it's not like disrespectful, like, and it doesn't obviously hurt emotionally, but as soon as we did, like Hazzle came around and she was interested, and it just happened so organically, and it was the female takeover, right? So, I think it was just a blessing in disguise, and the rest was history.
And you know what was cool that you mentioned that it was a female takeover? I remember it was kind of being like a trend-setting thing, because like FM radios, like I don't want to say like the radio station, but then they did a female takeover kind of like episode not too long after that episode, and I was like, what? So Traklife are trendsetters. Mm-hmm.
And plus, it was like Instagram. You had the man crush Mondays and the women crush Wednesdays. And we were like all about that. So we kind of like wanted to hop on that trend with the women takeover. And of course, our show was always on a Wednesday. So it was like women crush Wednesday, female takeover. So, yeah.
I just also want to add, like, I really want to add that the Layover Show started, I mean, even though I came like a year after you guys had the original show, which, well, obviously became the Layover Show, right? it was at a time when podcasts were not huge, were not a big old thing as it is today, where it's like oversaturated. So I think that time it was just so fresh and new, and I think that's what enticed a lot of like guests to come on too, because it was like nobody was really doing it at that time. It was like, what?
Yeah.
I would love. Yeah, it was online radio, and I would just like to kind of speak to that a little bit. Was the reason why we did internet radio in the first place was, one, it's a reason to get together. It was something creative to do. Off the bat, we were all like pretty good at it, and just how it formed organically, and everyone brought their best talents and creativity to the group and the platform. It just made it fun, and to be honest, like for me, the people made it what it is. I mean, it could have been like the best show or whatever, but I was always looking forward to the people and the way we stayed consistent with it. We were disciplined for years doing it. And yeah, and like I know we spoke to everyone, but want to introduce everybody to Junior. So Junior came in through DJ 23. We were promoting clubs at the same time and then Rod from Tasty LBC said, "Oh, I see what you guys are doing. I have this DJ 23. He's a hard worker. I'd love to have him work with you guys." And yeah, I mean, he's not here today because he DJs for 92.3, right? K-Day, and he's also a DJ for the Kings. So shout out to him. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad like Traklife was a stepping stone for him to get to where he is. But thanks to him, he brought on Junior because, I mean, here, actually, Junior, I'll let you speak on as to like how that happened, because your only connection was 2-3.
Yeah, I mean, we went to school together, and I was looking for an internship. And,
What school?
AI. We went to AI Santa Monica before they got their lawsuit and closed down.
Big shout out to them.
Shout out to AI. You know?
Big shout out to AI. Wow.
So yeah. He hooked me up with you, and I did my internship, and I just love your guys' energy and what you guys were representing, and I wanted to be a part of it, so I stayed on, you know.
All right, so on that note,
Yes, sir.
I just want to unpack a couple things. Questions I've always wanted to ask. Well, yeah, because on that note, what you said about like why you wanted to stick around, I was always curious about like, because you were always the quiet one. So you were always like a closed book, like, does he like being here? Is he having fun? Like, you were always just sitting down in the corner with the soundboard, quiet. So it's like, I don't know if he wants to be here. Does he like us? Or, and then yet here you are. So apparently you do. And yeah.
I believed in what you guys were doing, or I could kind of see the future with you, and I was like, I wanted to be part of it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. You guys play good music. The shows are interesting, and I was like, oh, I want to see what happens. You know, I want to see what happens. So I just wanted to stick around and see what happens.
Cool, because you never told us that officially. So
For sure,
now it's
for
out
sure.
there.
Yeah.
Dope. All right, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knows who Junior is. But yeah, to go back on your earlier question, Aaron, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, just overall, I just want to add to that. I mean, just being a viewer or watcher, I can see you guys just like have instant, like, just instantly like the show seemed like I was chilling with my friends, listening to the background, like just being there, listening to music with some homies, hearing some new music that Deens got, hearing what's happening with Hazzle, what's happening with Lindsey, what's happening overall. So it was really cool to see that, and just overall that you also felt that, Junior, that there was like potential here, that there was something there. And I think overall, it's like I was amazed about the guests that you guys would bring in and the people that came in through the door. What was like one of the guests that you felt like were like surprised you, or like maybe had one of the best moments to you?
Favorite guest. Let's go.
It can be each
All right,
one of you guys.
I'll start. So a couple come to mind, but the first one I like to say is Ali Shaheed Muhammad and Adrian Young. That was it for me.
Yes.
And then another one was when Hyro came through.
Damn, that was crazy. That was
When Hyro
crazy.
came through,
You
it was
weren't?
like one of my favorite groups of all time. You know, being a '90s kid. Well, not a kid anymore, but you know. I mean, yeah, I was still a kid in the '90s. But listening to Hyro, just at the start of my DJ career. I mean, because like the song '93 to Infinity, right? that's around when I started DJing. So just having those guys in front of my face, I'm like, I'm meeting the guys that I just love growing up spinning. So
Yeah, that's cool. How about anybody else? Anybody else have some moments or people that you think of
I think
that?
everyone should answer this question.
Yeah.
Okay, there's so many. That's why. The one that really sticks to that comes out is no. The what? From the group next. What's his name? Tweet. That one was like, I don't know why. I just remember like when they were playing his song Too Close, and then we're just like vibing out, and he's like in the flesh. Like that was crazy. That was a surreal moment. I can't think of another one, but get back to me.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad was definitely a big one. We had a guest host, Rockwell, from the Nappy Dugout, who co-hosted with me, and I'm so glad he did because I was like starstruck. I could not ask Ali Shaheed Muhammad anything. I was just nodding and smiling. But another guest that I really, really enjoyed.
Let everyone know Rashid. People don't know the members by name, but if you say where you're from.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad is the DJ for A Tribe Called Quest. And at the time, he had a record out, just himself, speaking about gun violence. And so it was very poignant at the time because Mike Brown had just gotten shot and killed out in Ferguson. So that was a really big moment in, just basically socio-political, the whole like vibe of everything was very heavy, but he came through, and Ali Shaheed Muhammad is so humble. You wouldn't know that he was a famous person if you just ran into him in the street because he's so soft-spoken, smiled at everyone, greeted everyone. He never was too busy to have a word with you, you know what I mean? So he was an amazing guest. And shout out to Agnes, because Agnes was the homie too. She did a lot of social media, and I think Deens and Jor-El brought her on, but she she was PR for us, and I'm sorry, I'm going to put you out there, Agnes, but it was so cute because you had a big crush on Ali Shaheed Muhammad, and you could not function around him when he was in the studio. Agnes D. A fun fact, we had a short segment called Ask Agnes, and we would ask her like these crazy questions, and she was supposed to, and the fact that because Agnes is so cute, she's very modest and, soft-spoken, so us asking her these crazy questions and her trying to come up with a response and just seeing her like flustered was like the best. Well, yeah, shout out to Agnes. We wish you were here, miss you. But another guest that I loved so much was Adrian Marcel.
I was gonna bring that up because I think that was like one of the shows that I had like listened to from beginning to end.
Man, Adrian Marcel.
He had the same birthday too.
Hey, that's right. He was so freaking cool, man. And we didn't have anything to drink at the studio, so he and his homie, they brought in a bottle of Jack Daniel's honey, and we just took shots. The interview was great. But in between, when we were doing our DJ breaks, our music breaks, he would sing along with the songs, and just hearing him sing for free, he was like singing along with this one Chris Brown song. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, you could really, really sing. You're really talented. There's so many guests. I'll probably think of more later, but that I want to keep it like as that because I don't want to talk too much.
Oh, Taboo from Black Eyed Peas. Okay, so he came in bearing gifts. He had Filipino snacks. So that really surprised me because I was like, wait, he's not Filipino, but he's married to a Filipina, right? Oh, yeah. So that's he was explaining like his connection to the Filipino culture, and I just thought he's so humble and so fun to talk to, and that was definitely one show to remember for sure.
Because Ervin reminded me, he reposted this picture when I brought in chicken wings. It was a Noah James episode.
Wow. That's
a good one.
favorite episode?
I mean, it was just my favorite memory. I got to share my birthday with y'all. I met Noah James, and this fool was rapping about Dragon Ball, Majin Buu. I was like, what? Yeah. Shout out to Noah James, though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Daniel Carriel.
I guess my favorite would be one was Charlie Tuna
I was gonna say that.
when he did with Foz, because then it was dope, but at the same time very fucking confusing. His viewers just listening because Foz, if you don't know Foz, is he has like a really deep voice. He's like Charlie Tuna. And they're both talking, like going back and forth. So they're like, wait, who's who? Like, who's who? That, and then also Andre Power selection when we guys got him. And then also another one was one that sticks out for me for some reason is we had this independent artist. Her name was Joanna Borromeo.
Oh,
She's like
Canadian
a soulful
artist.
artist. Like her voice was fucking awesome.
Yes.
I always remember that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. To this day, I'm listening to her songs.
Wait, did you know her before she was on the show?
No.
Oh, I did. She sang a song that this dance team danced to. Their whole set was just one song. It was her song. And then, yeah, I just reached out. And then she's from somewhere in Canada. And then, yeah, she just happened to be in LA and came through. It was crazy. Yeah. Go ahead. Joel has another one.
Yeah, well, just to bring up that Danielle Curiel thing, it wasn't her that I was so jazzed at. It was the fact that right after I spun, she was sitting with us at the table, and Prince called her, and I'm like, man, Prince just listened to me DJ, and he's my favorite artist of all time. So that was a crazy moment. And then I'd have to say the funniest interview that you guys did, and I couldn't stop laughing the whole time, was Murs.
I knew it, Murs. Oh man. I don't even. Murs was just. He was. I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to explain, but how do you?
So Murs had something going on. It had. I think there was supposed to be some kind of like festival in LA, and he had a stage. So we were just asking him questions about that, asking him about his music and his artistry and stuff. And it had been like 20 minutes into the interview. We're about to wrap it up. And I don't know how, we bring up the fact that he's friends with this porno star. And we started talking about porn and Fleshlight. And then he looked at me and Hayes because it was just she and I interviewing him. And he was talking about girl on girl. And I was just like, yo.
This went left.
I'm like, this is my friend. we stop trying to picture us.
Let me give a little context behind it, because like this was the first time.
Context.
Not behind that, but just but just behind the context behind what was happening. Because when he came in, what he was during the first hour to the third hour was like night and day. He came in like super. I guess the ice was broken. He came in super professional. Like he had a objective. Like, I'm just here to promote my show. Blah 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 blah. And then you guys tend to do this really well. Is get the guests comfortable to just speak. Yeah. And then somehow that got him to open up about, I don't know what that was about, but I was ready to go like broadcast for a whole nother hour, being that we opened him up to new conversations and new topics. But I was just like, it was like a whole different person come the third hour of the night.
Shout out to Asa Akira. I think that's her name. That was the porn star that's the friend. Asa? Is it Asa? I'm sorry, Asa?
I don't even know.
I'm sorry, no disrespect, Asa. You want to be a guest?
But all right, so my favorite guest, I think being that I was like a big streetwear fan, was Jeff Staple. I think, because Lindsey, you conducted the interview, you pretty much asked questions that I would have asked him myself, just about like, what's his like outlook on like collecting shoes now to what it was before. We didn't even know he DJ'd until he was coming on the show. So for him to DJ for us on the Layover Show, straight New York slam style mixing, was dope. And I think that was just a dope, because even to this day, I don't think there's any media or anything out there of him DJing. And for us to kind of have that content of him spinning live on our show is super dope. And like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but to me, he's like not just a fashion mogul, but a cultural mogul. And he still holds up to this day, and I think that was dope. And like Deens, my other favorite guest was Charlie Tuna. So when I booked him, I was texting him directly. So like every time I was texting him, I would have like 3 different drafts. Like, oh, no, that sounds stupid. Like, oh, no, that sounds, let me say it a little bit better. Yeah, but it was dope to see him come, and like I was contacting him directly. So, dude's super humble guy, super talented, and yeah, I'm trying to think who else. I keep going to Mr. Marcus.
House shoes.
House shoes.
House shoes was notorious.
Yes, he's a memorable one. So, talk to us about house shoes stories.
So House Shoes, yes, exactly, Hazel. House Shoes is a producer from Detroit, very closely tied with Jay Dilla in his collective, and he had been a reoccurring guest for us for maybe 3 times or so. And one thing I think about when I think about House Shoes is that he loves Philly cheesesteaks. He would keep a Boo's Philly cheesesteak in his backpack at all times. And there's this one time, so we like to drink alcohol sometimes on our podcast, and he got so drunk that he had a bottle of champagne, and he wanted to do a toast, but he wanted to pour something out for the homies, and so he poured it out on the carpet in our studio, and we were just like, oh yeah, yes, stop it. So shout out to House Shoes. He was extremely memorable.
It was hard to stop it when it was already hitting the carpet. So all we could have done was just like laugh at that point. But
And our reaction times were already slow because we all were drinking.
Well, the cool thing about Shoes is like he was one of those guests that came in, but he kept coming back to just chill with us. Like Tweet was like that. Remember Supernova? He came by a few times just to chill with us. I mean, he's doing his thing. Yeah, Kid Fresh is another one. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cool with this culture that we created because we didn't even book them. They would just come by and chill. Like Tweet would come by and buy us food. And he would say, hey, don't say I'm here, because like, he had other obligations or whatever, but, he would just come chill with us. And it was just a cool thing,
One thing about Tweet is that when Tweet came to our show, DJ Kid Fresh was his DJ who came with him. And I'm so grateful that we actually met DJ Kid Fresh because of him, he had Raw Mondays, which was a DJ collective that would meet every Monday in Hollywood. And myself and Darius, we got involved with it. And because of that, we met so many other amazing DJs and made so many great friends in the DJ world. And also, it opened up opportunities for us as well as DJs. So I want to shout out to DJ Kid Fresh. He, a lot of times artists and DJs, sometimes they're a little bit like to themselves. They don't really share resources, but the fact that DJ Kid Fresh opened up a community like Raw Mondays, which is kind of like Traklife, it allowed us to actually, network and grow as DJs ourselves in our own separate careers. So shout out to DJ Kid Fresh, man. I think he's currently on tour with Next and everything. I think he still DJs for them. So I hope you're good, man.
I have 2 more guests I just want to shout out. You guys remember the Boogaloo Shrimp episode?
How could I forget?
So Boogaloo Shrimp, it was a dream of mine because I'm a big breaking fan, the breakdancing movies from the 80s, and he was obviously the main character. And yeah, so I got a chance to reach out to him. He answered my message. I even picked him up from his house and brought him to the studio. So I was about to say what city he lives in. I don't think I should say that out. But I picked him up, and then so not only was it a good interview, but he was like freestyling in the studio. He was getting down to our DJs who were mixing, and then after the show, we were on the street going back to the car, and then people stopped him to dance or whatever. So he was dancing in the streets of Little Tokyo, freestyling for some random people. And yeah, I mean, it's just dope that he's still recognized on the streets for what he did, for, what he's done for the culture. And yeah, dude, he's still loved. So shout out to him.
Boogaloo Shrimp episode was very long.
Yeah.
He was a talker, and in a way, I look at that episode like, fuck, I didn't know how to take control of the interview. But because of him, I learned how to actually captain a podcast, how to like lead a conversation. So shout out to Boogaloo Shrimp. I didn't want to disrespect him too, but when you're in like the interviewer's seat, you kind of have to guide the whole like show. and it shouldn't be taken as disrespect. But so after that episode, I just thought to myself, like, damn, how could I have, made it more smooth or made it more concise? So, we loved talking to him. We loved him there. His enthusiasm was crazy. So it's like, that was another thing. I didn't want to make him feel like we are tired of him talking, because he was spitting gems and sharing a lot of great stories. But because of him as a guest, it made me learn how to more moderate a podcast. So, everything's a growing experience, learning experience. So that was cool.
Another one I want to call out to, and Hayes, I want you to speak on anything you remember from this interview, was Far East Movement. We actually had the whole crew in the studio with Verman, Kevin Nish, and it's slipping my mind now. But I thought that was dope for them to come, even though they came to promote one of their artists. That was another monumental one for me.
Yeah, I remember even after they came to on that show, like they had started inviting us to events, and I remember I went to one of their, it was like a food event, and it was really cool. But I forgot which one it was from Far East Movement that invited us out. But do you guys remember the Jasmine sisters? They stuck out a lot too, because I just remember when they like sang their acapella, it was like so on point, Yeah, their harmonies, and it was always like a live concert at the show. That's like what I missed for sure. It always felt like a private live concert every episode, right?
Yeah.
Actually, sorry to cut you off, but actually, Junior's already ready to pour some more. Let's take this one.
Okay, let's take these shots. Take these shots
All
before
right.
Jay gets mad at us.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Happy birthday, Layover Show.
Hey, Lindsey.
And actually, I want this question for everyone to kind of dive into this question. But we've had we just talked about Boogaloo Shimp. He danced for us in the studio. We had a lot of freestyles. We had a lot of live performances. Which ones to you guys stood out the most? I'll tell you guys mine. Philharmonic was my first one. Philharmonic. Oh, what show did they win? The acapella?
I don't remember. America's Got...
No.
The Sing Off.
Sing Off.
Was it Sing Off?
Yes. But I've always watched them on TV, but to see them live was like, wow, they sound just as good as they do on TV. But that was one of my favorite live performances.
Shoot, you guys go.
What is homie's name with the dreads that freestyled so well? Taquan.
Oh, the
It was on the
MC,
tip of my
Taquan
tongue.
the
It was
MC.
like-
That was a good one.
He was freestyling, like we were just throwing out words and letters and things like that, and he was just freestyling amazingly. So that's one thing. The first thing that pops into my head when you mention live performances is Taquan.
Shoot, I gotta look back on our Mixcloud. Is it
I
still
know,
up?
right?
Oh, well, okay, so are we including guest DJs as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so a big one that sticks out is Newmark.
Yes.
Mark.
Newmark was, he's amazing, right? It's just what he does. It's Uncle New, right?
Yeah.
And then, when we had the Turbulence was on there, he was great. Not Turbulence, I'm sorry. When did we have Turbulence? Dynamics. Dynamics was amazing. And we actually had a world champion also spin on the show in Image.
Image from the Wood.
Yes.
I think I accidentally called him Image from the Hood.
I was gonna say Chris Carnes, but he was on a different show.
Yes, he was on a different show, but Image spun on the show as well. And when Taquan was there, Icy Ice,
Icy Ice.
Nando, we had Nando on.
Nando's dope.
Yeah, so we had a lot of dope DJs. The in-house DJs were dope too, but
Absolutely.
we had some dope ones come in as well.
You guys set the bar. That's probably why I don't remember a whole lot of other guest DJs. I'm just kidding. DJ Neil Armstrong came through.
That was the one I was gonna say. That was one of my favorite
Yeah.
sets. Was DJ Neil Armstrong with his dog Poe.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Poe.
peace.
It was cool seeing, because I kind of followed. Everyone kind of followed him from his Sweet mixtapes, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. And when his dog's health started failing, he would post his dog every day. And so I kind of followed that journey too. And I just feel like we were so lucky to, meet him with his dog and see how much he loved him and how much he wanted to bring him around in his little red wagon.
Yeah.
Poe.
You know what I mean? Poe.
Poe.
And I don't know, I just felt like that was really special. And then we kind of shared that moment before Poe passed away. So I know we're huge animal lovers here. I own a cat. Oh, I foster a bunch of cats, stray cats, y'all. I'm a cat lady. So, like I'm a cat lady. So yeah, sharing a moment with him and his puppy, and I think his wife was there too. And that was before they had their daughter. Yeah, and I mean, DJ Neil Armstrong is somebody that's like super like world renowned and like, but again, super humble and just a regular person. So that was really cool.
I got the Mixcloud up, you guys. Exile and Choosy was a good episode.
Yo, Choosy.
Shout out to Belief. I remember that one. He's like huge now.
Belief in fatherhood.
Yeah.
Talk about the
Exile.
Exile. Like describe how their performance.
It was just, I just remember like their vibes were really chill too. Like,
Yeah, they were just really happy to be there.
Yeah.
They were really like fluid.
Yeah.
I just feel like the interview was really fluid with them. And
didn't they freestyle too?
yes.
Or was it just
Or I
Choosy?
think he might have been rapping to his own track.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of freestyles, one of my it just hit me right now. The Bodega Brothers.
Bodega Boys, yes. Head Crack. Oh my gosh, I forget their names. But yeah, they were super dope.
Yeah, really quick. Just to give a little context to the Choosy and Exile one. That one's significant too because, like, I'm just trying to paint a picture for the audience. We're not just like name dropping, but like, so what was happening was, so Exile's the producer, Choosy's the rapper. There was another one, another rapper that
Blue. Are you
Blue.
talking about Blue?
Blue, but there was one more. Shoot, it's gonna kill me. But so Exile being the producer, he brought his MPC. He was doing live beats. As he was freestyling live beats. It wasn't Choosy, it was Blue that was freestyling over those live beats. Because I want to share this as like a clip with the actual footage, because I do have the footage of it happening. Insert right here. It's gonna be right here. But yeah, I thought that was dope because that was the first time, and I think the only time it's ever been done where it was a live beat performance, a live freestyle by legendary artists. Dude, Exile's a legend. So shout out to them, and that's something I never thought would happen on our show, yet it did. So man, that was awesome.
That was really cool.
But Junior, you watched a lot of live performances. he's digging through the Instagram.
Well, I wasn't here this day, but we had Timothy Delgado.
Oh, yo, his freestyle was actually really fire.
Tim is good, man.
It was the same high school.
Yeah, we went to Paramount together. Yeah, I mean, he's always been talented. We went to high school together. But yeah, I mean, look at what he's doing now with all the different shows, and now he has family. It's looking great for him. I remember you guys did have him on. That was great.
So yeah, I remember when we first had him on. Hazzle reached out. I guess you guys are good friends. Well, I think he was in my eyes, he was our first big guest. Someone with a following, someone with a fan base. He was a YouTuber at the time, just like vlogging at school. Wild 'N Out didn't even exist yet. This was like, he was just, not yet.
I don't think so. Not at that time.
He wasn't on it yet. I think he came as Traffic. Remember his artist identity? He came to promote that, and he was our first big guest. There were a lot of drinks. But, yeah, being that like he had such a great time the first time, that he came back. Remember he came back to promote a movie he was a part of?
Oh, with his homie Eric Ochoa, who's also like really popular too, because they all had like a high school group. Yeah. Or did Eric go to Paramount too?
Yeah, he
was
around.
Oh, okay. Well, they have their homie Pedro for PD Flows, right? Too. They have like this whole like media company thing. But I remember following them like since back then too. And then I think, yeah, and I think I met him through Zanga. But then I found out, that my cousins were like friends with him too, because you guys all knew each other too. So.
Yeah, I mean, I remember those. I just remember like all the episodes seeming like there was a community, a culture, and people were coming back. Did you have something to add, Irv?
Well, to the Tim one, to the Tim episode. Yeah, I just want to put the freestyle up here again, but no, I just remember on that episode, I think Hazel asked him like, "Oh, you down to freestyle?" He's like, as soon as he came in, he's like, "Nah, I just want to come here promote my episode and do my interview," and then however many drinks later, he's like,
That's what I was.
he's like, "F it, I'm just gonna freestyle," and then that's what's gonna go up here, is because as I was going through all the videos, like we have like a clear freestyle of like his performance. I was like really impressed because he was like really freestyling, and it was coherent. It made sense. I was like, okay, he really does this. So yeah, shout out to him. But he was one of my favorite guests too.
I want his life because I mean he has his YouTube. Like I think he has 2 YouTube channels. He has a podcast with David So. Yeah. Yeah, No Chaser Pike. Yeah, they're right. With the Nikki Blades and Ricky Shucks. Man, and like he was on Wild and Out for a long time. I think I follow him on Instagram, and I guess he has a movie coming out. He wrote a transcript and he did like a table read for the first time. I'm like, dude, I want your life, man. He's just doing life. He's recording it, he's posting it, and he's making a living off of it. So I'm extremely jealous. But then he's super talented and super driven, so I don't have that.
Okay, Lindsey.
But I mean, that just goes to show like where everybody was when we had them on the Layover Show. Because when they were on the Layover Show, he just had a successful YouTube presence. Like he just had a cool vlog, and that was it.
He blew up on MySpace when that song "Kings of MySpace" came on with his homies Eric and Pedro, right? That like really blew up. I feel like that really.
He was putting a lot of stuff out when it came to music, came to video. He was just putting stuff out, and stuff just started hitting and start to hit momentum, and then he started to be on shows, and then see him here, and then you see him there, and you're like, man, where is this dude's everywhere?
Yeah.
I remember seeing a commercial. And it was crazy to see, like, it was like on an Instagram ad, and it was like top 3 places to go in Paramount. And he went to Tam's in Paramount, the taco spot right next to Tam's, which is the best taco spot in Paramount. And then I was like, oh, dang, he's showing out. He's on ads now. I'm like, all right, this is dope.
Wow, so he put Paramount on the map.
Yeah, he's always representing.
Wait, what high school is this that you guys all went
Paramount High.
to? Paramount High? Okay. Dope. I know Junior had a favorite performance. You said you weren't there, but you watched it. A live performance on the show.
Oh no, I was just saying that I wasn't there, but I didn't even know you guys had Tim on the show.
Oh.
But just because I saw it in the files, I didn't know Classic was a guest because I met him at staff.
Classic. MC Classic. Oh.
Yeah. He was a guest.
Yeah, he was a guest with DJ Snoop.
Yes.
And then they had their show.
Yeah.
The back. No. What was the name of their show?
Soul Vibes.
Soul Vibes. Yes.
That's the classic.
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy how many people came on as guests and stayed to be part of the movement. I mean, that goes to show that was always validation for me of like what we were doing. Whenever anybody came back and said, "Oh, like how can I get down? How do I come back as a guest another time?" And I think that was fuel for me and for us to keep it going. It just any little thing that validated what we were doing, because at the time, no one else was really doing what we were doing in terms of internet radio, structuring it how we did, bringing on other shows. And I think that also fueled us being like, I don't know, I feel like we were at the top of our game when it came to internet radio at that time. But yeah, no, shout out to you guys.
I mean, to keep it going with Ervin was saying, you guys kept that culture, that community where people felt comfortable coming in, that it seemed like, because I remember even back in those days, people didn't want to do freestyles. Like, I'm not coming on the show. You got to pay me extra for that. But it seemed like people came on and was like, oh, yeah, I'll do a freestyle. Like, or even just being comfortable and talking about some weird shit with you guys. What do you guys think, like, from beginning, it might have been one interview, and then at the end, it seemed like a whole different interview. What do you guys think implemented that? Or was it you guys? Was it the drinks?
all the above. But just to answer that question on my part was, I think our chemistry, the fact that we were comfortable together, made people coming in comfortable. And I think this is a reputation that even Traklife has to this day is hospitality. I think we just naturally have that knack for hospitality, making sure everyone's good, always taking care of people. And I think it's just within our personalities to do so. And that's really integrated into the brand. So when people think Traklife, it's like, oh yeah, I love the people at Traklife. Like, they don't think about what we've done or what it is. They just think about the people. Whenever it comes to like Traklife comes to mind, it's always, oh, I know Linz from Traklife. Oh, I know Deens. I know Joel. Like, they are Traklife. And I think, and I'm just gonna go a little bit deeper now. That's why Traklife now is transitioned from like a radio platform to an events platform to a media platform to now we're a community brand. And I think that's here to stay as to what the Traklife identity is because at the end of the day, when you think Traklife, you just think about the people. And that's why now, after years of experience and maturity, Traklife's identity is a community brand because I want the people of Traklife, whether it's us here on this panel now or someone they met or an artist, I want that to be top of mind when you think the Traklife name. So I think it all, and you know, that's something I want to express to you guys is like my gratitude of you guys implementing that identity into Traklife, which is why it is what it is, because that chemistry from the jump is what made everyone comfortable and everyone wanted to be a part of it. And we were just always, every single one of us was open arms. Whether they came in, talked to Junior or talked to Deens, like everyone just felt like they were a part of it. And, you know, I know most platforms and other shows, they're very like closed off, I guess. But I guess we were always opposite of that. And I think that's just who we are.
I agree.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that everything you said, basically hospitality. I think everyone just came in feeling really welcome, so it was easy to like break down those walls. Like Erv said, how we were really good at like talking to the guests, and then like midway to the end, they were just like letting loose. So that was really cool to see. Just going beyond the normal like radio whatever. It was more like let's have a conversation. Let's just have a friend to friend conversation. And I think that really stuck with guests because they kept coming back, or like they kept inviting us, or we kept inviting them, and it always felt like friends turned family, and it was like became the hashtag Traklife fam.
Definitely. In that, I kind of want to segue to like the stuff that we would do outside the studio because we became so close. Because I was thinking about Agnes again and how we first met. We met at Fukaru Fridays. You guys remember that? Fukaru Friday.
I remember that.
We had a gig all the way in San Diego. And I forgot who I carpooled with. I believe I carpooled with you guys. And maybe we just all took one car. And then Agnes was there. And I met her for the first time. And she was so sweet. And she was like just, I don't know, we were kind of attached at the hip that night. But, I mean, it was a very low-key event. Not super busy. I don't know if it was a weekend or anything, but...
Talk to them about what Fukaru Fridays was. The sushi bar.
Yeah, it was a sushi bar. That just had rotating DJs that came in, and we were booked for one night, and we all came out, even though they just, I guess, needed one DJ. But we were out there, and we were like just trying to, party, and I don't know, hopefully make it a more consistent thing. But I think it was just a one-time thing. But honestly, it was memorable because I loved having road trips with you guys. And also, shout out to Nikki Girl. Nikki Girl was also one of our mixing board specialists. She couldn't make it tonight, but she was here. We had a fun trip to Vegas years back, maybe like 2015 or 2014. And shout out to Nikki, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have had a place to stay because it was her family's timeshare.
Wait, did she? Huh? Are you going to say, was it her that got rolled out on the wheelchair?
No, it wasn't a wheelchair.
What? It wasn't?
No. It wasn't a wheelchair. Was it a wheelchair, Erv? All right. Oh, okay, so here's...
I wasn't there, but I heard the stories.
Here's what happened. So we
didn't stay in Vegas, sorry.
So it was me, Erv, Nikki, Joel, and Deens. And we went out there to go see the homie spin at Tao Beach Club.
Yes.
DJ Stress. And
Shout out Chuck.
Yeah, shout out Jetpack, shout out DJ Stress. We were there with Nikki Girl, and because of her, we stayed basically for I don't even think we had to pay for it. We stayed at her family's timeshare at the Hilton, which is now the Westgate, I think, and we went to Chateau, which was the nightclub at the Paris casino, at the rooftop. After the beach club, and we got wasted, and we lost Nikki Girl, and it was up to Irv to find her, and we were so worried that we sobered up real quick when we found out we didn't have her around, and Irv ended up finding her in the drunk tank, right?
Okay, I don't remember that part.
Sorry, Nikki.
No,
'Cause
but
you were drunk too.
Wow,
Everyone
with the
was
finger
wasted.
pointing. Okay, stop.
Sorry.
No, but I mean, she was old enough now. But the thing was, she was only 21.
She must have only been 21. Yeah.
So like,
Oh, I don't think it was.
she was only,
but-
I don't know, but she was 21 at the time. So being that she was out with us on a track life thing, I felt it was our responsibility to keep her safe.
Yes.
So
Absolutely. Yes.
when we lost her,
We lost a whole person.
we lost.
The whole human
I was
person.
I sobered up really quick. I was like, we are not leaving this club without her in our possession, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean that I just want to give context as to why we were freaking out. I didn't want you to just be like, oh yeah, everyone was drunk, he was freaking out. No, like we were responsible for her, and I mean we don't. We're responsible, but yes, that's why we were freaking out. So I just want to further paint the picture of what it was, and yeah, I mean there's not much I can recollect from that night.
Needless to say, it felt like hours passed, but it really was probably like 10, 20 minutes that we didn't have her like in our sights, and we found her and we were all safe. But one of my favorite things about that trip was on the ride back, we were listening to the MTV Unplugged of Jodeci, and Joel kept replaying this one part back that Casey from Jodeci was singing, and he was ad-libbing, and we were just like laughing hilariously because, yeah, it was great. But no, so yeah, so we basically, you know, I can honestly say before like Beat Jerkies, the dance team, and before Track Life, I didn't really have like a really, really tight friend group. So to be able to kind of like cultivate like a family like vibe and that kind of comfort level with me was very new, and it's so very, very like I'm grateful for that. I have a lot of gratitude for you guys. So
Cool. Yeah, I would love to kind of hear everyone's, because this is something we never shared amongst each other. Like we just knew like, oh yeah, we're cool, we're having fun together. But I think now's a great time, being that we're in the conversation of it all, is for everyone to share their perspective, because we had our perspectives of like why we enjoyed coming and, you know, bonding with the group. But yeah, I'd love to hear Deens, Joel, and Junior as to like why you guys felt like the culture was on point to where guests loved being there, why y'all loved being there, and so on.
I love listening to y'all mix. Like it was like fresh from regular radio. I got to hear new music. I was zooming. What's it? Shazamming things sometime. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
On your Zoom?
on my Zoom. Yeah. But yeah, hearing new music was definitely for me. Like I love hearing the DJs mix. Like that was besides the interview, that was like a nice segue. Every time we had a break for music, I was like, yo, I want to hear what Jor-El's gonna spin or Dean's gonna spin. Like I was like, oh, it was always nice discovering music.
Oh yeah, I got a fanboy over here.
I think for me, the reason why I like doing this so much back then was it was my way to just get away too. You know, it was like my stress relief. You know, after a stressful day at work, I was like, I just want to be around dope people and just do what I love doing, which is play music for people. You know what I mean? So for me, that's why I kept on doing it. I was like, yo, this is it was my stress relief, and it was my way to, I guess, express myself too. You know what I mean? On a weekly basis. And also, I think what I saw from this group too, yeah, everyone was always so welcoming and all that. I saw that from the guests, you know, the reactions from the guests too. It's like, yeah, you come in, and it was like, yeah, I don't automatically almost like family already. You know? So,
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I actually just want to add on to that too, because like me personally, and something I've never kind of expressed to you guys is like how grateful I am to ask you guys to give your Wednesday nights, being that like it's Wednesday. Like who goes out on a Wednesday, commits their time week after week, and you know, people always thought we were a monthly show. No, every Wednesday we came to the studio. Like it was, yeah, for 3 hours. It was like religion to us. And I think for me, it was like you said, it was the same case for me and for all of us. It was our weekend in between weekends, we always said. And that's why I think, and that goes to back to why we're called the Layover Show, right? And I can't coherently express how that name could be, but Linz.
Oh, yeah. So we had been the Traklife radio show for a long time, and we were like, you know, we got to come up with some kind of a name, and I guess I came up with it. I don't know. So being that we were always on Wednesdays, strictly on Wednesdays, it's smack dab in the middle of the week, in between Saturday and Sunday, and we're like, oh, it's kind of like a layover between, you know, the weekend. Yeah, exactly. So it's like you come off of a weekend, and then you have us, and we feel like a party, we feel like a weekend, and then you're working again, and then it's the weekend again. So I guess that's how we came up with the name Layover Show, and it kind of just rolled off the tongue a little bit.
Bars. But yeah, I just want to, yes, that's how you laid it out was exactly. And yeah, I just wanted to take it to Joel as to like, you know, you're like big bro for all of us for all these years. And just kind of hear your thoughts of like how you felt being there, what made you want to come or even not want to come.
Well, first of all, it's, we started around 2012, right? So, being I am like you so coherently put out, that I'm the elder statesman.
I'm that big bro.
the older guy here. I was getting up to a point in my life where I was like, I was going to get engaged. I got married in 2014, and there was a point I was like, you know what, I'm not going to DJ anymore. So I got a call from Dino, who I've DJed with for a long time, you know. He said, you want to come spin on this show with me? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't touched tables in a long time. So he took me on, and I started getting into music again. And needless to say, this show brought back the love of DJing for me. And with all the guests that came through, I've created so many relationships that I still have, that still keep me strong to this day. We had mentioned Kid Fresh. I'm still in contact with him. Who else? Tweet, text me occasionally, just, you know, say how you doing, you know? And these are guys that like you wouldn't think that you would interact with, you know? Fortunately, like I go, you know, there's the convention NAM, you know, it's almost like a DJ reunion, like every year, and we see each other, and you know, honestly, they all ask about you guys too. How you guys are doing? How's Traklife? How are the people? Oh, they're great. They're all doing well, and they all ask about you guys. And you know, they come up to me and they actually know me by name. Like Newmark is like, hey, what's up, Joel? And I'm like, Newmark knows my name. You know,
that's crazy.
It's something that's pretty crazy to me. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I remember like first hearing Unified Revolution because I bought it from Fat Beats back in the day in LA. Not realizing that the guy selling it to me was Newmark.
Wow.
So, he's like, here. No, he wasn't selling it to me. He's like, I was looking for records. He's like, hey, you should check this out. That's cool. He was in the store too. So I took it home. I'm like, dude, this is one of the greatest things I ever heard on wax. Was Unified Revolution.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So I should have brought the record to have him sign when he was, but I forgot it. So so. Going back to what kept me there, it's basically what brought me there is this family. And the family that grew, and the family that caused me to fall in love with DJing again, because it was something that I was just ready to you know, I was about to just hang up my turntables and sell them, you know. But you know, since then it's like, you know, me and Dino, we still do a lot of gigs on the side in terms of private parties and whatnot. We've done many events together. We did Snapback together, you know, with Nicky Boy. You know, I've done a lot of events with you know, for you guys, and you know, just DJing like on the same bill is like Curse and Icy Ice. I'm like, oh, Curse, Icy Ice, Joel. What's he doing on the flyer, right?
Yeah.
But it was so fun, like getting to fall in love with DJing again. That was thanks,
dope.
Dino. Dino was
That's-
the one who called me. So
That's a relief for me because I always felt like, man, I feel bad because I feel like these guys, all you guys were just doing me a favor. Like, just deep down, I guess it's just my insecurity of like, you guys feel like you guys are coming because you guys feel like you have to, or you're coming for me. To where like, I feel bad because I don't want to make it seem like I'm asking these guys to work when I'm not really giving you guys anything to be here. But yeah, you're welcome, guys.
I was gonna say just overall. I was just gonna say overall, it seemed like you guys had a good time. But every time I like hear a little bit where like talk about the studio that you guys had in Little Tokyo, because everybody says, oh, it was cramped, it was hot, we had to do this, we had to do that. Can you set the picture of what the studio was like in there with about 8 people in there and trying to have a show and maybe taking a shot or two? How did that go along?
I mean, 8 people was a slow day. And
8 people is already just us.
yeah, 8 people was a slow day.
Okay, how many people were probably in
Now
there max?
People brought entourages.
Times 2, something like 15, 20 people in a room, and the air conditioning, mind you, turned off at a certain time.
Oh,
So
dang.
yeah, it was pretty sweaty. Yeah, it was
Rooftop
really hot,
vibes.
but and the drinks didn't help, and all the movement around didn't help. But it actually was the right environment for what we were doing.
Got it.
It was very conducive to what we were doing. We were just having fun around each other, and yeah, it was hot, but I don't think we really noticed after a while.
No. A lot of dance breaks during the music
I
breaks.
mean, Hazel's in there. There's definitely going to be some dance breaks.
Yeah, and the rooftop vibes were fun. So if you wanted to get some air, just hit the rooftop. So that was cool. You got a little Tokyo view.
That's dope. Talking
Yeah.
about you guys in that I heard even though it was a Wednesday, you guys still went out in that area. Where did you guys go? Where did you guys hang out? Who did you meet? Who
Well,
did you talk
actually,
to? Was there any
talk
fun
about
stories?
talk about what is the office now? Like it
Oh.
was a pretty legendary spot.
Yeah, so Little Tokyo isn't what it is today. Little Tokyo was, at that time, I would say the prime of Little Tokyo, where just because it was pre-COVID, so there was like 5 poke spots. There was like 10 ramen spots. So everyone was coming to Little Tokyo to not only eat, but it was like a LA culture spot. Everyone came to Riff. Riff was what brought celebrities and culture to that part of LA, and we were in the heart of it. We didn't have like a retail spot, but we were on the third floor of a building that's now above the Riff LA shoe store. I don't know what's there. I don't know, but I mean it's old, so I can tell you guys now the details of like the situation where move.
Camera there, my
All right,
guy.
so this was 2013 to 2017. Rent was $600 for our spot, $600 a month. So at that time, some people could think it was a lot, but for what it was affordable, given the location and being that all the buildings around Little Tokyo are privately owned by people. It's not corporations that own it, so they don't wish to raise the rent or whatever. So yeah, rent was $600. That was home to us for like 5 years. We were above a karate studio, so right before we go live, we hear all the hi-yas and all the like kicks. I don't know. These karate classes ended like at 8. So the first hour of the Layover Show, you would hear all yeah. So I was like, all right, we'll just have to, deal with it. But yes, Aaron, you talked about the heat. No central air. We didn't have any windows. We had an AC. Remember, we had an AC. We had to feed it ice to give cold air.
Oh, that's right.
And most of the time, we didn't have a place to get ice. So it was just a fan.
Yeah, the hardest ones was like midsummer those the people that did shows on like the Sunday, the weekends,
Yeah.
where there was no like electricity. Pretty much, it was just there was no AC or anything in the building though all day.
Yeah.
So once you get in the morning and it was like midsummer, you could already feel it. So I'd open up the studio and then they start coming in. I'm like, hey, sorry, it's already hot as hell.
Yeah.
Was that the barbecue mix show?
That was them, and it's
And
gonna
then,
kill me.
It was like an
No,
island show.
VNS radio.
VNS, yes.
So they broadcasted on a Sunday afternoon on the weekend, and they're like 10 people deep too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shout
Just
out
the
to
crew
Mike
alone
Steele.
was just them, and then
Yeah.
actually that was how first time I met Chris Carnes was with them.
Yes.
Them, right?
Oh, they had Chris
That's
Carnes.
a real big guess.
Who else is the selection guy? I forget his name.
Esta?
No. Well, he wasn't officially part of the selection, but Carmack.
Carmack, yes.
Yeah, they had some pretty
Carmacks.
dope
Get the facts.
guests, but they were a crew that's very integrated into like the DJ culture scene in LA. So even though they weren't widely known, if you were a DJ, you knew who they were, just because they were that integrated and that deep into the culture. But yeah, man, the studio was
Yeah,
our, I don't know, stopping grounds and
That
home.
was definitely our home. It wasn't the most. It wasn't the most glamorous. It wasn't the most functional.
What?
But it
I
was
put a lot of
ours.
money into that studio to make it as comfortable as it was for you guys. Hand painted the walls and everything.
Yo,
No, but
that's true. Yeah.
yeah. But you know what? People like going there, so that's enough for me. But yeah. Oh.
Wasn't there that bar down the street? Was it Senior Fish?
Look at that. That's a question from.
Oh, okay.
That's an era in itself.
Yeah, no, just because like I'll never forget like the first time you guys took me there, it was like I could not handle. And I was like on the way home, I had to pull over on the freeway because I had to throw up.
I know Aaron has that.
It was like a hazing.
That was a hazing. No, it was like the first show that I recorded with you guys, right? It was after that. Yeah, because JP was there with us too. Yeah.
Let Aaron get there. That's an era. That's
Yeah.
moderating roadmap.
No, I mean, I was gonna get into that, but I was also gonna get into like that spot. But what were like the other places that I heard you guys would get delivery before delivery was happening?
Like alcohol delivery?
Yeah.
Oh, like ordering like.
I don't remember, but this was before there was Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's
before
what I'm
anything
saying.
that delivered.
there was a
There was
liquor
one liquor store in all of downtown LA that delivered liquor, and we were a frequent customer.
That bill. I bet that receipt was long.
Yeah, and I don't remember the delivery guy, but they just knew to come every Wednesday. We had our delivery order. It was always different, but they came to us every Wednesday.
You probably were keeping people in businesses. You know what I mean? But right when you guys left, everything shut down. They're like,
I know.
no more liquor, no more food,
We-
no more bars.
That, because he always delivered in a bike, so he would have been nice to have on the show. Yeah, but to go off of like where we went after the show, I want to call out Shortstop. We used to, so this was very early in the Layover Show. Shortstop was the place to be, at least to our knowledge, on a Wednesday night. And there's not very many places open on a Wednesday, but the Shortstop is at the bottom of the hill from Dodger Stadium. All Dodger fans usually go there after the game, and we went there with Ray, Janice, myself, and Lindsey, and I think Deens came a few times, and it was hella ratchet. But also something I want to call out, I don't know if you guys remember, what we used to go to 143 at Footsie's in Highland Park before it became the 143 that everyone knows it to be. It was a dive bar. They would play like slow jams, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, everything that Soul Super Sam was into at the time. So shout out to her. But we loved it. It was just another place to go on a Wednesday night. And I think us just starting the shows or just drinking during the shows, we were already lit, so we didn't want the night to end. So we're like, it's 10 o'clock, show's over, where can we go? Even though we all had work, school the next day on a Wednesday night. we're like, dude, I got a good buzz going. Like, I need to sober up. Let alone, like, we'll go there and drink some more. So, not to say I regret anything, but I can say that there were some things we shouldn't have done during that time of our lives. But yeah.
Hey, we're here now.
Oh, sorry. So speaking of Senior Fish, the homies, they used to throw a party at Senior Fish. Bubba, Big Bad Baby Bubba. Oh, shoot. What was the name of their party? The mayor of Long Beach. I forgot his name, but they used to call him the mayor of Long Beach.
Dubs.
Dubs won. Shout out to y'all. Y'all had that, Wednesday party at Senior Fish that we would go to every now and then, and y'all held it down. Hope you guys are well. But to shout out places that we would go beforehand, shout out to Cafe Dulce. They're still there. We used to always get their bacon donuts. I know I did. And their coffee. And TOT. TOT. We used to eat there a lot. Holding it down. Yeah, they are. Shout out to, what's the name of that spot that has the Far East neon sign on it? Oh. Sheesh. It was on First Street. I don't remember. Darn it. They would have like a really bomb furikake fries. Yes. Yeah. And then shout out also Karaku. Karaku. It's one of the oldest restaurants in Little Tokyo. So if y'all have never been, please go. It's late night still, I think.
Late night, yeah.
I think so. But I mean, I haven't been to that area in so long. I don't know. But yes, that tea spot, and they served crepes too. Yes. I used to get crepes from there all the time. Yeah. So shout out to those businesses. I don't know if that tea spot's still there though.
The Pokey spot next to the tea spot.
Pokey.
I don't remember what it's called, but there was next to that tea spot downstairs is a pokey spot, and I remember getting that pokey like every week too.
Shout out to Nagio Market. Nagio Market. I used to get my cookies
and
and candies.
People in business, all these spots.
I think
really were.
all of Second Street we kept open.
Right?
Spits. They had the doner kebabs. Oh my gosh, that food was so bomb. But I would feel bad bringing that food into the studio because there was no like ventilation, and it would be like these strong seasonings on my food. But yeah, shout out to them. I think they're still there. Yeah.
Trying to think of what other notable Little Tokyo spots there were. Where'd you guys go for ramen?
Oh, that was hard.
Third Street, no?
Yeah.
First, second, or third?
First,
The same street as the museum, right?
Yeah.
one street over.
Yeah. No, but that was the best part of our studio spot was we were Second Street. So we were in between like restaurants on 3rd and 1st. And yeah.
Our district was like 2 blocks away.
Oh, Arts District. That's true.
Oh, what was that arcade we used to go to?
82.
82.
It's still open.
Yes. Oh, that place was dangerous. I mean, not 82, but Little Tokyo in general, just because, like, that was the height of Little Tokyo. Like, I've been there recently, and ever since COVID, a lot of businesses has closed down. So it's like, there's not even one Poke spot in Little Tokyo anymore. When we used to have, like, 5, all, like, within, like, 2-block radius. There's new businesses, but there's a lot of vacant spots, too. So, I mean, I'm sure COVID's done a number on all neighborhoods, but yeah, I mean, it's still a tourist spot, but yeah, I miss our old Little Tokyo.
Going over memories, we are all a little older now and grown up. What is your guys like, or what do you think back about the show? What is like something like, dang, I wish I could do that again, or I wish I had the time to do that, or that's my fondest memory. Like, that's the one that was, like, big for me.
Fondest memory.
Well, for me, it's just being with these guys every week. Knowing that on Wednesday I would be able to kick it with all of y'all. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, oh, cool, I get to see Joel and Nicky Boy again. I get to spin with them again. I get to hang out with Lindsey, Hazzle, and all that. You know what I mean? So for me, I was just waking up Wednesday morning looking forward to that. Like, oh, I got that today. I forgot I have that today. I forgot layovers today. All right, cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think we didn't even need to have a guest. I don't care like who was coming in that day, but I think it was like we always say, it was just like our weekend in between weekends and our just time to get away. Because I think at that time we all had full-time jobs and we were all coming from the same place. So it's not like, I don't know, we were all kind of similar on that stance, but it was just really a place to kick it. And I think having that show held us accountable to come, and what forced at least myself to come is like, I can't let my team down. So no matter how I'm feeling that day, I got to show up. And I'm sure the rest of us kind of felt that way too.
Well, there is that accountability factor, but for me, there's also the spontaneity of everything, like being able to like go to a bar after, being able to just take off on a trip to Vegas, or being able to just drive to San Diego just to DJ. It's like nowadays I'm looking at it, I mean, I'm almost at that age where there's no good reason to stay up past 10, But now it's like, but back then we were just down to do everything just because we were around each other. And that's what made it a cool place.
I agree on that note. Speaking of just being able to having kids now, it's like definitely something you have to plan out and like find sitters for. So I think back then not back then, I'm saying I wish now like we do have that freedom as we did back then, and just being like extremely like free spirited, being able to do all of that. But like it's hard to answer that question, Aaron, because I feel like everything is like just the whole thing. Like I wish we could do all over again and commit to something like that again, maybe in the future. But I don't know. It's just
Reality is this.
I know, right? Like I said, here I'm talking about having hard time to find a babysitter, but but yeah, all of it. I think it was like it's just so fun being together and just continuing to build that bond, and it's fun seeing like where everyone is now.
I took a lot of breaks on the little Tokyo roof. One
That
time
infamous
there was
roof.
a staff email, and I knew it was specifically for me. It was something like, "Hey guys, the neighbors are complaining about a smell. Can you stop it?" I was like, "Oh man, that was me. My bad, Ervin." That was my memory.
Something about that rooftop, like the building that we were in was older. It was very modest, but we would go up to the roof every now and then during the music breaks. And it's just great, getting to unwind with the guests that you just interviewed and hearing how great they felt about the interview and how much fun they were having. So it was kind of like an off the record moment with these guests and like with our friends to just like, talk about how we felt about what just happened and how like we're looking forward to the rest of the night and all that stuff. So there was something magical about that crumbly ass roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So speaking of the roof, I think that was always the icing on the cake after like, the broadcasts, the drinking, the hanging out. And it's like, all right, before we go, let's all head up to the roof. And then the guests are always like, oh, y'all have a roof? We could go there? And then it was like, oh, yeah, we kick it there after the show. And yeah, I think that's just kind of like, I would say that was kind of like a break in between our Layover Show break. Just because it's peaceful, it's just us. It's dark, so we don't see faces, so you just see a bunch of shadows. We just see shadows, so it's like we're just talking in the air, but I know Deens, I know Lynn's someone around here listening to me, so like it was really peaceful, you know what I mean?
There was also an element of danger because we had to put a rock in between the door frame and
Oh,
the door
yeah.
because we wouldn't have been able, we'd be locked out.
We'd
if
be
that door
locked up in the
closed.
roof.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, mind you, this isn't like a high roof, this was the fourth floor.
Fourth floor.
Yeah. So, because our studio was on the third floor, anytime when someone walked above us, we'd hear every single footstep.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah, as if they're gonna fall through the roof into the
Yeah.
studio. Yeah, but I missed that roof.
Hey, I have a memory. I kind of want to give my
Joel wanted to share.
sure. I kind of want to give my flowers to Deens and to DJ Nicky Boy for teaching me how to DJ for the first time. It was an anniversary episode, and I think it was actually Joel's idea. We were like, what should we do for the anniversary episode? And I think Joel was like, we should have the DJs host and the host DJ. So for, I think, 2 or 3 nights after work, me, Deens, and Nicky Boy would go to the studio, and Deens and Nicky Boy would teach me how to DJ on turntables with Serato vinyls, which I can't do now. I work on controllers, but that kind of like laid a little bit of a foundation, like planted the seed in my head that, wow, DJing is fun, and it's a discipline that I want to learn more of. And then fast forward, like 5 years, it was Erv's birthday. coming up, and we were doing Blue Jay Club on Thursdays. At that point, Irv had already planned on doing his birthday party there, and Irv told me, "Hey, Lindsey, you know what I want for my birthday? What? For you to DJ?" And I'm like, "Bro, with what? I don't know how to do this. I just learned for that one thing like 5 years ago." And Irv gave me a controller. He loaned me a laptop. He gave me 2 weeks. And I fucking learned that shit, and I did an hour set, and and from then on, it was history. So I want to thank these guys for actually dipping my foot in the water of DJing, because I love that shit.
Well, Ice was trying to get you on Snapback too, but you never did that.
Oh no, I did
you did?
actually, yeah.
Later
I did.
on?
Me and Darius. actually
that's
did it.
right. Okay,
Yeah, but
okay.
it was years after.
Oh, years after.
Yeah.
So we got commissions to collect, guys. We got.
Did you have anything to go with the show? Huh.
No.
I know Irv had like a little game he wanted to do. Did you want to go ahead and get started with that, or you had anything?
Let's wait for Junior to get back,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll take this.
Take shots.
So there's and I think we kind of answered a couple of the questions, but as I was going through like the media, the archive media of everything Layover for 5 years worth of like memories, there are some like fun lightning round questions I'd like to ask the group to test our old asses of our memory from however many years ago.
All right.
Because I was going through this, I was like, "Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened." I was like, "Ooh, I wonder." Like in my mind, I was like, "I wonder if these guys remember this, this, and this." Like, but
Okay,
I was
nothing
like,
incriminating, right? I mean,
like, "Oh, who had their pants down during that one part?"
What?
I wasn't there.
I need to hear the story.
Which guests were making out at the back?
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not gonna put
Okay.
that. But yeah,
That's what I
I
wanted
didn't
to hear
that.
about.
I just said nothing incriminating, right?
yeah, there were wild times. I know we talked about the roof. Like, stuff happened up there. Stuff happened in our bathroom. Let's leave that out. But
Ervin's telling everything.
I know. So I'm sorry. Yeah, but I mean, I just want to express like the fun, the craziness, but like at the time, and I guess I'm open to admitting that like at the time we were just something fun, Track Life is obviously a business now. There's a lot of intention behind it, but at that time it was like the intention was, we all have jobs. We all just need a place to kind of let go, be creative, be ourselves, and just have fun with our friends and family. But there was never any intention of turning what we did into a business or, making money off of what we did. I mean, it would have been nice, but I think what we learned and what we created along the way in that time is what motivated me to where I want to keep doing this. I want Track Life to live beyond, anything else we've ever done. And I want to be more intentional, and we built community. I want to keep them around. And that kind of like after the Layover Show ended was kind of where like, okay, how do I keep this going? How do I turn this into a business and create revenue from it? And I think one thing that always stood out to me of like what we did was, even though we had the big guests, what I was most proud of is all the smaller artists we had, because when no one else would give them a platform to be heard or give them the time of day, they always appreciated us for just spinning their music on the show, giving them a chance to share their story. And they were the most receptive to us of like, "Oh, thank you guys for having me. Like, I've never shared my story before. No other platform has ever played my music." And when other bigger guests were always like, "Thanks for having me." And it was just like a promo run for them. But I think that's kind of what Track Life is today, is a stepping stone for these smaller artists to give them a platform to be heard, share their story when no one else would. And at that time, even to today, if your followers aren't this, if your streams aren't this, you don't deserve a spot on our platform. And I think being the opposite of that is really what gives us our identity. And the Layover Show is personally what taught me that. And like whenever it'd be after the show, the guests would message us like, it would be a DJ or an artist message us like weeks later of like, yo, I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I really appreciate you guys having me on and so on. And people are still, when they're reminded of the Layover Show or Track Life, they still send messages like that. So that's what I want to keep as Track Life's identity, is to keep the hospitality, like I said earlier, and the identity. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, a lot of organizations and teams and brands have come and go, but Track Life has stayed true to what it is, and it's still here to this day. And, you know, I think that has a lot to say with what you guys did back then. But yeah, thank you guys. And now that Junior's here, we can take the shot. We're cutting out the
Part of the show.
Oh, how much more sober would we have been if Junior was never part of this team, though?
We would have found a way.
Yeah, but thank God for Junior. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
go ahead, Liz.
Really quick, speaking about like artists that were, you know, indie or like underground that we had on that have now blown up, Duckworth. Duckworth blew up.
Dude,
I follow him, and every now and then I see him posting like he's playing a festival. He's playing an even bigger festival, and he's playing an even bigger festival internationally. I'm like, yo, we had him on like 10 years ago. He was wearing a paperclip in his ear.
yeah.
Or a clothespin, clothespin in his ear. And I was like, yo, we were maybe one of his first interviews. So I feel really happy that someone that we saw talent, I mean, we see talent in everyone that we interview, but him in particular, I was like, wow, he really took off. And I just feel a little sense of pride that we got him when he was an unknown, you know?
Yeah, not even just him. Remember, actually, I'm not gonna say his name because he's one of the lightning round questions. But no, well, like Danny Lay, you guys mentioned earlier. Who else? Justina Valentine, Tim. He wasn't on our show, but he was on Aaron's show. Twee, she's major now. And then Joyce Rice was on Classic Show before she blew up. But it's crazy that we were, I don't want to say we were like ahead, but we didn't like foresee the talent. It's just that we were that culture hub where that type of talent came to before they blew up. But I mean, who else was there?
Shout out Doze.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Doze.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's up to now.
Oh yeah, you follow him on Instagram. He's like major Dodger fan.
Oh,
And
he would.
Yeah, he's known. He's known.
He's not doing music though.
No, not much. But he's doing content. So
Yeah.
the cool thing about like what this whole platform did is it never really was about us. It was always about the music. And that's what made, I mean, I'm sure that's what your focus is today, or that's what Traklife focus is today. That's what it was back then. And it was never about like the personalities who were on the air. It was never about like who DJ Deens is, who Nicky Boy, who Ervin is who Lindsey is. It was all about the music and all about how we were bringing the music to the people. And that's one of the things I really loved about this platform, because I come from an era where, I mean, now it's like music is, its proliferation depends on clicks or TikTok videos and whatnot. When I was, when I first started being part of the scene, it was actually the DJs who determined what was being played on the radio, because we would get the records from the record companies, we'd play them at the club, and we'd have to provide feedback. That's not the case anymore. Like, now it's just, I get it. There's a lot more opportunity for exposure, but being able to be like a catalyst in that scene was such a great feeling. And like I said, being in a situation that made me fall in love with DJing again, that's what I felt like when I was on, the Traklife show, or on the Layover, because the era of the remix kind of started when we were playing And we started playing a lot of remixes, and we were like, where'd you guys get those remixes? And that was like, you know, the blog music days, where you hit up blogs and you download like just random remixes here and there, and then that's how people found out about like K-Tronada and Soul Action and things like that. And it wasn't through clicks, it wasn't through TikTok videos, but just to be a part of like just trying to get the music out there, that was such an awesome thing, and it was a great platform to be a part of.
Man, I love that you just said that, because I think what Traklife has evolved into has come full circle from that. So after the Layover Show, after our Little Tokyo era, so we moved to Burbank, and during that time we were in Burbank, I had a quick stint of being in the music industry, like working in the music businesses, being in meetings with labels and media companies. And I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly of the music industry, to where I know what I want to stay away from, and I know what I don't want Traklife to be. And that's why now our tagline is music is art, and that art still matters. That's our tagline, and that's our identity to this day, because being that we started from just being about the music, I've been in the industry, the music business, I've seen it, I've been in meetings with like corporate people, and then for them to validate music with numbers and not the art and music, it's like, I don't know, it kind of pollutes your soul a little bit. And I've been there to where it's like, okay, I thought this was the industry I wanted to be in. It's come to learn that it's not. And what I want Traklife to be is the anti of that. And for us to keep music as art, especially in this day and age of like social media, AI, music is becoming commerce, it's becoming content, it's becoming marketing. Like, when have we lost the sight of music being art? And no matter what the future holds, I want everyone to know Traklife as the place of like, this is where music is still art. No matter what music evolves into, whether it's AI, marketing, money or whatnot, cool. That we can coexist with that. But over here at Traklife, we don't see your music for the clicks or the streams. We see it for the art that it is. We show it love for the art that it is. And that's why now that's our tagline. Music is art. We want to keep it that way. And that's why we're a community brand based off of the belief that if you believe that your music is art and you're not clout chasing, then cool. Let us show your music love and let it live in our gallery. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you just kind of open that mind frame the way you just said it, and that's how we kind of came to what we are today. And I'm glad it kind of came full circle, because it's not just a belief, but it's something we lived through. It's something I went through, going from making Traklife organic to going into the industry and coming back. You know what I mean? But yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
On the other side of that, I was part of the industry before Traklife. So I mean, politics in payola, that's a real thing, and it's not cool. It was just something that I just didn't want to be a part of. So I just stepped away from it and just kind of left it behind.
Yeah.
And that's when I was about to hang it up, and then Dino called.
Wow. Okay, that validates everything, everything I was thinking of. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. Should we get into this lightning round?
Yes, please.
All right. So, series of questions. Feel free to just blurt out your answer. Some of it may be a little bit easy, some of it may be a little tough. But all right, I'm just gonna jump around. I had these in order, but you guys some of these are easy now. But all right. So, let's say your answer. Which popular musical guest always came over to drink?
Popular musical guest? House shoes?
Yeah. I knew that was easy. All right, I'm just warming you guys up.
They'll get harder, guys.
Here's another easy one. We talked about it earlier. Which rapper freestyled for over 10 minutes live on air?
Taquan?
There you go, Taquan. Shout out to Taquan.
Over 10 minutes?
Yeah. So, I mean, I just remember the video. You went through a whole deck of cards.
That's what it was, deck of cards.
Yeah. You went through a whole deck. You gave him a card every time, and he freestyled about that card, like effortlessly. All right, let's All right, that one's too easy, you guys, because you already talked about it. That one's too easy too. Dang, you guys,
Abraham Lincoln.
we covered a lot. Okay. All right, this one. In order, who were our audio tech engineers? In the order they joined the team. Should be. Come on, guys.
I wouldn't know whoever before me. It was 2, 3 before me for sure.
Well, Dino was the first one.
Okay.
Jay was just a DJ.
Oh yeah, Junior and Hugo.
Dang. No.
Is that the right order?
No appreciation. Nope. It's Deens, Nikki, 2-3, Junior.
Oh, I thought 2-3 was just a DJ.
I thought he just sat in front of the soundboard all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, we had our resident DJs, and then it was 2-3. He started off on the boards before he became a DJ.
Yeah, I remember.
Wow.
Wow.
Shame on me.
Shame on you guys.
Sat behind me, that's why I remember that, and you sat across.
Okay, here's another one. What were the different colors of that back brick wall?
White, black, orange.
How many colors?
There's, it was 2, but one of the colors was a combo.
Was it orange and then white and gray?
Yes. There you go.
Orange, white, and gray.
It was white and gray, and it was orange. Yes. All right. This one's a little bit tougher. This former emerging artist and Traklife Layover Show guest is now an emerging actor on major TV shows and films.
Derek Love.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, you fanboy or something?
I met his sister at work later on in life.
There you go. Okay.
Crazy when we had Derek on the show, like he has a crazy fan base. They were blowing up the Instagram, was it?
Yeah. They took me and Hazel's picture with him, posing with him from the Layover Show Instagram, reposted on their Instagram and said 2 fans posted with Derek Love. Like 2 fans. No, we interviewed him. We're a podcast.
I never knew that. That's
And
funny.
It was live, right? So they were like commenting and stuff. I remember that.
I'm like
2
2
fans.
fans. I mean, now we are, but I mean, he was on.
I remember when he was on the show and people were commenting live on air. It was like, oh, is that Justin Bieber on the show?
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah. Because the look he had at that time was, I would say it was very Justin Bieber. Okay, this one's easy. We already talked about it. This guest brought Prince to listen live on the show.
Danielle Curiel.
Okay. All right, here's a tough one. This 10-year-old DJ was the youngest guest we've ever had on the show.
Oh, I know.
They're trans
What?
now.
Ooh.
DJ Young One.
I was
Shout
just-
out DJ. Yeah. Shout out Nico.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure you guys would remember her DJ name, but yes, Young One.
So, Young One was extremely memorable for me. At the time, she was extremely candid on the mic. And looking back now, because she has now transitioned to he goes by Nico now. But back then, DJ Young One, she was only, 12 or something like that?
10.
10. And she was talking about her sexuality. She was like, I'm bi, but something. And we're just like staring like, what did she just say? But in hindsight, I'm like, wow, she was really figuring herself out. You know what I mean? At the time. And now to see that he has come into his full self.
Yes.
With full knowledge of self and awareness, and is now embracing their identity as a male. And I don't know, I just feel like we were there when, at the time, she was trying to figure it all out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it kind of hits me. It hits me kind of hard. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
dope.
especially at a time where coming out, like, sexuality-wise, was a sensitive thing. Right? It was like, it was still early. It was still like early Obama days. And just anyone coming out was like a big shock. But someone that young to speak out on it was really eye-opening.
Yeah, and their mom was there and fully supportive. I knew right away, to say this, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but the vibes and like the sheer, like the aura, as kids would say right now, of Nico's mom was like so sweet and pure and supportive. And you could tell that she was just there for her child. Like anything that her child wanted to do, she was going to support. And I just thought that, I don't know, that was very memorable. Very
Yeah,
memorable
for
me.
sure.
Shout out to DJ Gymnastic. He is Young One's first
Oh,
Shoot, that's dope.
yeah. And the way you guys handled that interview, being that like it was sensitive to what it was perfect. It's
I
perfect.
think at the end I was like, we might need to cut out some stuff because it might not be age appropriate, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna let her speak. You know, she's speaking her truth. She feels comfortable enough to say it. So
Yeah. No, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm proud of that episode. I think that was an eye-opening one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So there were 2 couches in the studio. What colors were there?
Red.
Black and gray.
No.
2
Red.
couches. We had a red beanbag.
Nope. This is not the. This is the couch.
We had a left one, a right.
Yeah.
Yes. Black couch and a red couch.
What?
We had a red couch. It's in all the photos. You need to look at all the photos.
The beanbag was shaped like a couch.
You got. You guys apparently just remember everything about the beanbag. The beanbag was only there for like 2 years, and then I traded it in for a couch.
It started to smell like French fries after a while.
Cause, yeah, I mean that beanbag has absorbed a lot of spills, foods. Who slept? Traklife. I have so many photos of Traklife sleeping
Traklife.
on that couch. But speaking of colors, the front door of the studio was 2 different colors at one point. What were those 2 colors?
Orange
Okay, one.
and
Nope. Not gray.
white.
Nope. It was like the randomest color that I regret coloring it to.
Orange and
3, 2,
Purple.
1. Nope. Baby blue.
Oh yeah.
It was a baby blue color. No, like we never colored the outside. We can't color the outside. But the inside of it was like a baby blue that didn't match anything in the studio. I don't know why I colored it that color, but it was baby blue. Maybe that's why. I was like, I'm feeling kind of coarse on high colors today.
it was primer. You just forgot to paint over it.
Maybe. But I was like, why is it baby blue? And then I just never colored it, but it's on all the pictures. And yeah. Okay. This streetwear mogul, fashion mogul, showed us he can also DJ.
Jeff Staple.
Jeff Staple.
All right. Who was the guest host on the Ali Shaheed Muhammad show?
Rockwell, we mentioned.
Who was the guest host on the Charlie Tuna show?
Foz.
All right. Last 2 is the 2 tough ones. Who was our first artist guest ever? This was a Ray Ray day, so some of you guys weren't there yet. Mm-hmm. He's not an artist. I'll give you a clue. He's not an artist anymore. I don't
Gully
know.
Lamont.
Who? Demi Lovato?
No, Gully.
Gully Lamont.
No. Gully was right after this dude. All right, ready?
Can you give us a hint?
His DJ name or his DJ was also there, and went by DJ Lico, Lico.
Lico was Hispanic, right?
Yes.
And he was also an artist.
I guess so, but he was this artist's
sorta
DJ.
guy.
Yes. First artist guest ever. Yeah, not gonna get it. Young Kino. See?
Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had braids.
He probably did.
Oh, I can't remember.
And last question. I don't think you guys are gonna get the exact number, but how many episodes did the Layover Show reach? Closest answer wins.
200.
So if we were on for about 6 years, and we were
All right.
on every week, 6. No, cut that out.
8, 9. 8, 9.
52 weeks.
Like I counted this.
Minus holidays. 50 times.
197. Everyone give me your number.
240.
Okay. Joel?
$1. Blue.
I'm just gonna answer this for
Potato.
y'all.
No. Shit. 280.
240.
Junior.
360.
Wow. Wow. What would you say? 190? What'd you say, Lynn?
240. 240.
Okay. 223.
Whoa! Wait.
We had 223 episodes.
240.
So
240, you said.
there's a on our Instagram, as I was digging through it today, there's a flyer for celebrating our 200th episode. And I counted from there. So I was like, oh, when I saw, like, damn, 200 episodes? That's like almost 4 years worth of episodes if we didn't stop. Because of 52 weeks in a year, 4 years. So yeah. So 223, that's just strictly Layover at the Little Tokyo studio. And I was like, 223? That's a lot of episodes.
So many.
Yeah.
It was so easy for me to get to the studio because shout out to Jason Mark, the company I work for. Our flagship store used to be on 2nd Street, which was right across the street from the studio. So after work, when our office used to be in the back of that, all I had to do was clock out, cross the street, wait for y'all. That was it. So it was so easy for me to not miss a show because I was already there.
Yeah, I remember it was always the same order of people. You'd be there first. Dino and Joel would be eating somewhere.
TOT.
Yeah. And then, like, I would get there, like, 15 minutes before the show. And then, and then everyone trickles in. But then I think because you were always there, we always went live on time.
It wasn't on time all the time.
Close. But yeah, I mean, that's the, what do you call it? Flash question? No.
Oh, a lightning round?
Lightning round.
Lightning questions?
All right.
Flash questions.
This Hennessy is, no, this Remy is.
Flashcards.
Damn it.
Flash
I'm not going to
mob.
live that down. But yeah, no, that's it for the lightning round. And I just want to thank Aaron for moderating today.
Yes.
And
Thank you, Aaron.
not only just moderating, but being a fan from afar. So that's why you made the perfect moderator for this episode because, like, we're never going to understand your point of view from listening from the outside in.
Yeah, I mean, I was always been a fan, always been to meet you guys after the show. Went to, to the lounges, to the clubs, to go and see Lindsey DJ all the time. Meet you guys up at the bar. It was so much of a good time. But I also want to give a shout to Erv. They're putting all these people in places and, like, seeing their talent and putting in places to succeed. Now I'm part of Traklifers now, and Erv's putting me in places to succeed too. So shout out to Big Erv for doing that. Just want to make sure we shout him out.
Thank you. And with that said, and I've already touched on it as to, like, why this episode is significant to me and why I wanted to kind of sit down with you guys to share the origins of Traklife is because, like I said, a lot of people who's new to Traklife, who's been joining our community, have been asking, like, tell me about Traklife. How did it start? It's like, I'm all like, damn, where do I begin? And the Layover Show is always the first thing that comes to mind. And as I was kind of sharing and going through, like, our memories, there was a lot. And there's a lot of it that spills into what we are today. And, I'm excited for what the future brings, but I'm never going to lose sight of where we started. So where we started is what we talked about with you guys. And, I hope you guys continue to support. Obviously, Traklife isn't what it was, but it's rooted in that. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Thank you, guys. I don't know where Traklife would be if you guys didn't choose to stick around, didn't choose to offer your talents and create what we know as the Layover Show. And everything is really stemmed from that. I don't know if you guys realize it, but it is. So whenever you guys see Traklife on Instagram or anywhere, know that that's what it is because of what it used to be 13 years ago. Know what I mean? But thank you, guys.
Thank you, Irv. Thanks, everyone.
What are you guys doing?
And now Hazel has a speech.
What? No. Shout out to all the other shows too. It was really cool seeing all the lineup back then was huge. Traklife Radio, the Kickback Show, Soul Vibe. I know White Label Radio, Mellow.
Yeah, speaking of that, just to kind of backtrack, as we go through the old shows, I do want to invite, if you're listening to this, all our old shows to come back and do this with us and share your era, because our Traklife era is different from their era, and they have their own memories, their own guests, and I would invite them to come back and share theirs as well, because yeah, even though we're all a family, we're all on the same platform, their guests were different, their memories are different, and I'd love for them to share that too. So, if you guys are listening to this, you're watching this, come back, share it with us, and yeah.
Rosewood Radio, Gabby and
Gabby.
Aaron, the other Aaron.
Mizza show. Soul Circle.
Soul Circle,
Soul
Ebo,
Circle Radio.
Mizza, Ebo.
Miami show.
Oh, the Paper Water dudes.
Paper
Water.
Half full.
Did you have a Tokyo show too?
Oh shoot! Shout out to our New York show with the DJ Little Tiger.
Worldwide.
Empana Dam.
And then,
Impulse Travels. There we go. Shout out to Enna.
What
Y'all
about DJ
remember
Mike
Enna?
Murda?
Mike Murda.
The drop.
The
The
drop.
Drop.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, with
Randy.
Bro, wow.
and then
So
our
many.
the Houston one,
Oh,
Cracker
yeah.
Nuts.
The
Cracker Nuts.
I'm gonna tag them. I'm gonna
Swivel, Tiana
Yes,
from
it was
Kickback.
Show. And
But shout out to Track Life because of that, like we've been able to work with a lot of these guys and like build relationships with them. I mean, because of Track Life, I got into terrestrial radio through Doc and Big Pee Wee, and
Oh, that's
Doc.
right.
shows.
Oh my
The
God.
was it breakfast?
The breakfast.
AM caffeine.
There you
huge,
go.
yeah.
Oh, AM
Huge shout out
caffeine.
to
Sorry.
AM Caffeine show, 'cause then, Doc helped me get onto actually LA radio because of him.
That's awesome.
Pancake Mix Show.
Saturday morning.
Shout out Nikki Boy.
Tasty, yummy
Virginia
food.
show.
Which one's that?
Oh shoot! Oh, with John Phenom.
John Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
John Phenom's different.
Wrong John.
No, but
Phenomenon.
shout out the Paris show, Hoodwood Radio. Shout
shoot,
out
that's right.
Better Than Yours Mix Show, BTYM. That's the Virginia show with John Phenomenon.
There you go.
And then
Hey, come out and visit, y'all. John has a baby now with his wife. His wife is so sweet. I forgot her
Yeah.
name. Come out. Oh, and the other homie too, the younger one with the glasses. He has a baby too. Y'all come out, man. Let's go to Disneyland.
yeah, what was dope is that the Layover. I think at one point almost everyone guest spotted on the Layover show. Yeah. All our old
Right?
shows, like,
Empana Dam.
Yeah.
One time.
and I think the Layover show was kind of that hub of the Track Life overall family. It's like, oh, I gotta show out to the Layover show because I'm part of the Track Life fam, so I gotta get to know them. So at one point, everyone came through.
Thermal
Thermal
sound waves. Kevin. Yeah.
Yep.
His chair.
That's been messing with me all night.
Yeah. Kev one and Love Lisa, right? Love Lisa.
No, that's different.
Oh,
That's different.
sorry.
But that's Kevla. But they were on.
Didn't have a show.
Yeah. But I mean, that goes to show that like it's the hospitality. Like, even though we had shows from everywhere, the Labor Show was always there to welcome them in and have them guest spot. And since then, they've been here to stay. So, yeah. But damn, I wanted to say something to you, but I think that's it.
Again, we missed you guys. For those who weren't able to make it, Janice, Nikki
Janice,
Boy, Nikki
Nikki Boy.
Girl, 2-3. We really wish you guys were here.
J-Il,
J.L.
Agnes,
Agnes.
J Rose.
J Rose.
Dang, at full strength, we'd be like 15 people up in here.
Right?
I don't know how we fit all of them sitting around us right now.
Someone would be on the floor, on the table.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to them. So even though we look, I don't know, like a lot of people today, there's still a whole half of the team missing. So shout out Mike Rock, Mike Canvas, and Mike Suede.
Mike Canvas. Oh,
Remember?
That was his at. Yeah, I remember. Yep. Photographer. Yes.
Yes. So
Shout out to y'all.
So yeah, at one point they shared a little quick stint with Traklife as well. So big love to them because everyone who's come by, has contributed at one point. But yeah, I guess that's it. Linz, you want to take it away? First off, hold on, Cubby, are you still back there? sleeping?
Darius.
Oh, Darius.
The answer is Darius. When he's here,
Actually,
the answer is Darius. And Mia.
quit ranting or continue ranting.
Okay. Continue ranting. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? One time when shoot.
Good times.
Damn.
Did anyone ever get stuck at the studio?
I thought you were gonna say stuck in the elevator.
Well, no, stuck at the
At the
you
studio?
couldn't go home because you parked in a parking garage and they
Linz,
closed
was
up.
that you?
Oh,
There's been a couple of times where
Someone's car got locked
so
up.
they had to sleep in the studio.
No.
Yeah,
I think Jess's car got.
a couple of
Stuck.
times.
I
Because then
thought-
if you parked in that parking garage, they had like a hard out. We're like, all right,
Who's
we're gonna
that?
close then, and they would not open the parking garage.
Was it Irv? No.
There's a couple people.
luckily I never got
You guys
stuck.
went out after, and then it would lock at a certain time. So
Oh shoot! Yeah, luckily I've never gotten.
I never
stuck,
did either. I don't think I stayed that late.
Right? Or if we went somewhere afterwards, I would just drive my car and park it on the street. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Or the opposite, when we would do Blue Jay on Thursdays, we would purposely stay after 2 a.m. so that the gates on that parking garage would just be up and we wouldn't have to pay.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many vacation days did you take for Friday the next day because you couldn't sleep?
I mean,
I use a lot of sick time around.
Yeah, right.
I can't say that on live. No, I'm just kidding. That was so many years ago.
Fuck that job.
Oh no.
Fuck that old job.
It's on my jacket. On the
You're,
table.
oh,
On the table. To your left.
Aaron, did you ever come to the Layover Show?
I just heard so many stories about it.
Oh, okay. You just went to the Blue Jay Lounge and all the other events. Yeah.
I always knew Aaron as Wiggle from the Fuck It Up crew. Was it
Yeah.
Fuck It Up crew?
Well, his homies call him Wiggles.
Wiggles.
Yeah. His last name.
There was this one G-Eazy song that was very popular when we were like super like going hard on Traklife Thursdays at Blue Jay. What was that song?
His really popular song.
Yeah. And I think because the lyrics was "fuck it up," and I think that's how you guys got your name. 'Cause,
I don't
like,
even
the beat was
remember.
like, fuck it up.
I was a couple shots saved at that time.
You know, shout out to J Main to an R and bass.
Oh,
J-Main.
J-Main has blown up
Around
on,
that time, yeah.
on social media too. He's this guy. Excuse.
All right.
Happy.
All right. So.
You forgot to take the blaster.
All right. So we have a birthday tomorrow.
In a couple of hours.
And a couple. Actually, yeah.
Irv, you did this last year. The other year for me.
But yeah. I mean,
Oh, cute.
a reunion episode was just fitting for the birthday of our OG. So shout out to Linz and happy birthday. So let's sing her happy birthday on 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Shaka laka laka laka.
Happy birthday,
dear Lindsay.
happy birthday to you.
Woo! Hey, one more.
Birthday shot, birthday shot.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Happy birthday, Linz. Shout out to Traklife. Family always.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being a part of the show overall. Thank you, Irv. Thank you, Lindsey. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, DJ Deens. Thank you, Jor-El. Thank you, Junior. And that's today's show, live show. We hope you come by next time.
All right. Lindsay, you want to take us out?
That was our episode of Traklife Live. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you didn't catch us now, we hope you're catching us on the replay. Shout us out to our family that came through to gather today. The year is almost over. We actually won't have any more live shows until next year. So until then, happy holidays. Enjoy yourselves. Much love to you and yours. Thank you for continuing to support Traklife Radio, Traklife Media, and tell a friend. You know what I mean? Bye.
All right.
Happy birthday, Lindsay. Great show, everybody.
Lots of